Right, hello everyone and welcome back. Sorry for the lateness. I actually wanted to live stream at around 5 to 8, but YouTube doesn't really allow that. They allow it in 15-minute time zones. So I wanted to get a few things sorted. I've just came back from work. Wanted to give you this live stream this evening to watch the Port Vale versus Cardiff City game. Hopefully it will be an entertaining one. Last time I watched Cardiff was against Peterborough, which I did a live watch along for, and it was a very entertaining game, I have to be honest. It was really good watch. Cardiff won 2-1 that day. Peterborough defensively really wasn't great at all. Defensively, they just looked all over the place, disjointed, lacked experience, and Cardiff honestly could have scored 4 or 5 goals. What I'm expecting in this game against Port Vale is a Port Vale team to trouble Cardiff a lot more than what Peterborough did. Now, with Port Vale being the home side in this game, I expect them to pile on the pressure. It is their first home game of the season back in League One. The fans will be right behind the players. I disagree that a game should be on a Thursday. I don't understand why it's on a Thursday night. I know Sky have got to put games on, but for me, Thursday nights are just a complete joke. This is not what league football is all about. It should be on at least on a Saturday. If it's going to be on a Friday, then okay, Friday night, but it shouldn't be so it's so difficult for fans to get to. Really, fans are just not thought about. Who wants to go to Port Vale on a Thursday night? No disrespect to any Port Vale fans, but no one wants to do that on a Thursday night. Let's be honest here. But anyway, we've got a League One game to watch. I'm interested to watch this from a Luton perspective because we are playing Cardiff in the near future. So it's good to get up to speed with what Cardiff are about under new manager. Let's see what he can do. Barry Murphy got off to a really good start with a win. Can he get back-to-back wins? Let's find out. Let's see if they will change their shape away from home. According to FOTMob, I'm just going to give it another refresh. It's telling me that Cardiff are playing a 4-3-3 with more of a defensive midfielder in the formation, whereas Port Vale are also playing a 4-3-3 formation. Now, Port Vale, they lost their first game of the season against Rotherham. They lost 2-1 away from home. They went down to 10 men after 20 minutes. It was a very poor first half by Port Vale. Did I say Portsmouth? I think I said the wrong team name. Port Vale had a really poor first half against Rotherham. I think it was like a back to reality of League One. Welcome to League One football and the first game of the season type of, energy. It took them by surprise. They went 2-0 down, went down to 10 men, and then it was a tough ask to get back into the game. Then they got back into it towards the second half. Rotherham did go down to 10 men, 2 stupid yellow cards from Jules. And yeah, Port Vale, the amount of chances they did get in the second half, they could have actually nicked it and walked away with a point. So it was a really good performance from them in the second half, not so much in the first. So I do expect Port Vale to have a much better performance. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. I will also answer a couple of Luton questions because I know there's a few Luton updates that's happened this week. I will do it before halftime and after the game. So those are your moments. I'm not going to do it during the game. During the game is going to be about this game because I do expect, Port Vale and, I expect other non-Luton fans to be watching this live stream. But anyway, let me know your score predictions in the live chat. I'll read out a couple of them already. So, Mick, good evening, mate. How you doing? Ruben, hello. How you doing? George, you've gone with a 2-1 score prediction for Cardiff. I've also done the same. James, hello. How are you doing? George, you've put, hopefully Luton will win on Saturday and the away end will be bouncing. I will be going. Ruben, you said that I am the best. Thank you so much. I will send you an invoice in the post for that nice comment. Luton lads, you've commented saying 2-1 to Cardiff. George, you've gone with, what do I think the atmosphere will be like on Saturday for Luton against Peterborough? It should be a good atmosphere considering Luton have pretty much sold majority of their away allocation. Danny, you've commented saying, so happy I get to watch a watch-along of mine. Glad to have you in the chat, Danny. Hayden, you've put, this might be a good game to watch. Port Vale will cause problems for Cardiff. I think this will be a 3-2 win for Port Vale. Danny, you've gone with 2-0 to Cardiff. Mick, you've gone with, let's hope it's an exciting game, 2-2 game. Spencer, you've gone with, is that a 2-1 to Cardiff or is that a 2-1 to Port Vale? James, you've gone with a 3-3 score prediction. And also, by the way, there is an update. If anyone watched if you've been a previous watcher of my live watch-alongs, you would understand that I've had issues and problems with the clock. I have figured it out, boys and girls. I have figured out how to get this clock to start from 45 minutes onwards. I'm absolutely delighted. I played about with it. I did some research and I figured it all out. So hopefully we're going to have a clock that works for this game. Remember, whatever the clock says on the live stream is the exact time I am watching the game. So if you guys are ahead, enjoy. You most likely are going to be ahead of me because I am on a delay. You're watching it on a delay. There's constant delays. I've got my headphones ready so I can actually listen to the commentary as well, because that also helps. I've got the lineups in front of me. We'll go through everything when the game does start off. But I do want to answer this question before the match starts. Did you hear about Samson Tavide failing the medical? Yeah, there's a lot of talk about this, and I don't think anyone really knows the real answer to it. I think there's a lot more to it than what it seems. It's been reported by a local Colchester journalist that the deal's off. I think something's happened in the medical. I think he might have failed it. And Luton went, well, because you failed it, we then submitted a different offer. And then Colchester have gone, no, we're not going to accept that. We don't want, that's too less of our valuation. So we are unable to say yes to it. And then Luton have gone, well, we're going to pull out then. But I think there's something more to it, if I'm being honest with you. We'll soon find out. Hopefully it get asked after the game against Peterborough. Matt Bloomfield will get asked the question. The players are now out. Port Vale's home kit is such a nice kit. The retro white top, it is a thing of beauty. Love it. Probably one of the best home shirts in the league, if I'm being honest with you. James, you've commented saying Jerry Yates will score 25 goals in League One. Hopefully he does. I would enjoy that if he did. Hayden, you've commented saying, I finally get to watch League One football. I was on holiday, so I didn't watch any. I'm home now, so I can. Very nice indeed. Mick, you put, yeah, a bit of a blow about Tavide. Yeah, hopefully that means we've got someone else lined up. I like to think that we are still looking. By the sounds of things, we are still looking. I think if the right player comes about, we will bring them in. Traveller UK, you've added me to say Port Vale 1, Cardiff City 1. It will be bouncing at Vale Park tonight. I do expect it to. Now, Sky have reported that Port Vale are actually playing the 5 at the back system. They've reported that it's going to be a 5-3-2. That's what the lineup graphic is saying. FotMob is saying a 4-3-3. Obviously, if there is a Port Vale, fan in the live chat, please let us know what starting 11 you will be playing in today's game. Nordas leaving, I'm unsure, Danny. Gareth, who is a Cardiff fan, your team is, according to Sky, playing a 4-1-4-1 formation, which is quite interesting because I do expect Luton to also have that type of formation in away games in the near future. But 4-1-4-1 formation, so that's also different to what FotMob is saying. So I'm going to go with what Sky are saying. I think that's more correct, as they would have got a little bit more inside information from the clubs itself. In fact, FotMob has now updated, which is good. I'm going to get my headphones ready and get my clock ready so we can start this game on time. I will talk about Lamine Fane, Hayden, when we get to halftime. Don't worry. I will talk more Luton at halftime. Right, I just want to get my timer ready because I normally get this wrong. So let's see if I can get this right. There should be no technical faults. Callum Chambers is back in the squad as skipper. He's been named the new Cardiff City captain for this upcoming season. Hayden, you put, I expect Chris Willett to have a good season in League One. I expect Tanner and also Carl to have a really good season as well in League One. Tanner, for me, was involved in everything attacking-wise for Cardiff. And I've also put him in my EFL Fantasy League, which is, I think I put him as my captain, actually. I've got a feeling he's going to do something special tonight. He performed extremely well against Peterborough, so hopefully he gets a goal or assist tonight's game. Otherwise, it'd be a pointless choice to put him as the captain. I'm currently mid-table in my league. If you guys want to join, there should be a link in the video description. If there's not, I will put a link when this game starts. And here we go. Hopefully my count up timer is working. Yes, it is. Here we go. Port Vale versus Cardiff has kicked off. Chelsea, you've commented saying my girls are the flag bearers tonight. Very nice indeed. Let me give you guys my EFL Fantasy link. If you guys are not in my EFL Fantasy league itself, I'll give you the link right now. I'll pin it in the live chat. So yes, I have actually put Tanner as my captain. So I need him to do something special tonight. I've gone with Luton and Bradford as my two teams to win this weekend. I think Bradford will win against Northampton. But we'll talk about other clubs at half-time and also at full-time as well. There isn't any scores to update you on throughout the game. So I will just basically be talking about this and also reacting to the messages you put in the chat. But keep me update. If there's anything you see in the game, feel free to let me know. Let me get my league up. Here we go. Right, copy link, and I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Right, this is the Fantasy League. Oh, where have I gone? Let me pin this up. Right, there we go. That's all sorted. Right, so let's have a look at the starting 11s for both teams. So, Crowsdale in the midfield for Port Vale. I'm a massive fan of him. Curtis as well, who's playing up top. Hall at the back in one of the centre-backs. Connor Hall, 32 years old, very experienced centre-half. You've got John as well as the centre-half. Kyle John, 24 years old, next to him. Clark as the right wing-back. Gordon as the left wing back for Port Vale. You know, it's a good team for Port Vale in this one. I think they are going to stay up. I think they should stay up quite easily, in my opinion, and then they could just build on and push up the league. Cardiff, they got Salic up top, Willock as the left winger, both Colwell. Is it Ruben Colwell and also Joel Colwell in the midfield, and then you've got Tanner on the right hand side, Wintle as the defensive midfielder. You got Capaccio, who was outstanding against Peterborough and scored an amazing goal on the weekend against Peterborough. Lawler, who had a difficult game against Peterborough striker, should have actually got sent off. He was quite lucky then to not get sent off. He partners Chambers, and then the new goalkeeper starting for Cardiff, Trott, is in goal. Really strange that Cardiff have gone in for another goalkeeper. I have seen reports that Ethan Horvath, former Luton goalkeeper, is been told he's allowed to leave the football club. Really strange that they've decided to bring in a goalkeeper in. Obviously, the Cardiff fans in the chat will let me know if they actually needed one. I felt you would have been okay for this season, personally. But free kick to Cardiff inside the first 3 minutes here. Not quite shooting distance, more of a cross. I think it's about 35 yards out, if I'm being honest with you. Let me know if I'm too quiet, because I will go closer to the mic. I'm also trying to look left and right to make sure I can watch the game, but also see your responses in the live chat. You're behind, you on 3:30. So Hayden, you would get my instant live reaction when there is a goal or any action does happen. Oh, great little play from the goalkeeper there from Cardiff. Waited for the attacking player, I think it was Curtis, to come and close him down, nicks the ball past him and carries on playing out from the back. Cardiff were playing out from the back against Peterborough. They looked okay at times, but they did get sloppy in a few occasions. and Peterborough did take advantage of that. That's how their goal came about, through just a really poor back pass. Gareth, you've said you didn't think you needed a new goalkeeper. Horvath wants to leave though, which is fair enough. Even Horvath, for me, I didn't think he was a good goalkeeper. Even at Luton, when he kept loads of clean sheets, he was lucky that he had a really good defence in front of him. Luke, you've commented, what's my score prediction for this game? I've gone with a 2-1 Cardiff win. I think Port Vale are going to make it really challenging for Cardiff though. But I do see goals happening in this game. And the moment in this first 6 minutes, it's just both teams they're trying to play, but both not really being able to hold on to the ball. Lots of loose passing going wrong. Did you watch the Stockport Bolton game last Sunday? Yes, I did. Really good. I felt Bolton first half performance was really good. Attacking wise, created loads of chances, but was unable to break through. And then Stockport, their quality did show towards the end in the first half. And then Stockport, they regrouped at half time, came out for the second half. They kind of stopped Bolton from playing. Bolton really lacked a plan B, but that's because they're lacking strikers, in my opinion, because they currently are injured. Their plan B strikers are out. And Stockport were just able to control the second half quite easily, I felt. And then they got that second goal to kill the game off. 3 massive points, because Bolton are definitely going to be up there this season. I can't see them having a bad year. Stockport will be up there as well. I expect Cardiff to be flirting about with those playoff positions. I just have a question mark on the manager, because I don't know how good he is. He's, Barry Murphy's this highly ranked, coach, but a coach doesn't always mean doesn't always translate to good manager that can get results. Although I think his title at Cardiff is head coach, but even so, that doesn't, translate to I'm going to win every single week and get enough points to win promotion. And maybe this season, a transitional year for Cardiff might be the better choice. So then when they do go eventually back to the Championship, they're in a much stronger position. I just don't like the ownership. I think off the pitch stuff at Cardiff, I think it could be so much better. I think if Gareth Bale can take over at the football club, that would bring a good feel factor back at the place. And yeah, I think that would get fans right behind the team, and that could do anything. That could do absolute wonders. I'm sure, Gareth Bale has plenty of connections at the moment. Who's playing better at the moment? It's hard to really say. Cardiff they've been pushing a lot more than I would say Port Vale. But at the moment, no chances have actually happened. Fairly even. But Cardiff are definitely showing more of the momentum. And there was a foul throw by Tanner. Should get fined if you do a foul throw. Hayden, you've put, I think Vale will go straight back down. I think Port. Oh, that's a poor throw in. Oh dear. I think Port Vale will be fine. I think they've got enough experience within the team. I think they've got a lot of good players that are capable of playing at League One. Darren Moore's also a experienced manager at this level. He's won promotion, so I think he can build Port Vale. Port Vale attacking down on the right hand side. Clark, pushing forward, tries to whip in the ball into the box, and he goes out of play to a corner. Callum Coyle, you commented, come on you Paul. I'm in Exeter, watching Birmingham tomorrow at the pub. Very nice indeed. Jordan, you said that you met Josh Keeley on Tuesday at Enfield Town. Very nice indeed. Did you get a photo with him? Devil, you've commented saying, so Port Vale just had a nice chance there. Just wide off the post. Byers with the header just to the left side of the goal. Found some space in the box, but ultimately didn't get on target. Devil, you've commented in the live chat. Do you think Cardiff will do a surprise signing? They've left it very late if they are going to do a surprise signing. But then I think what they're going to do is I think they're going to get some really good loan players in. I might be completely wrong, but I think they're going to get some good loans. They've obviously got a good, well, Barry Murphy's got a good connection with Leicester and also with Man City, so I can imagine there might be a few additions there that could happen, potential loan deals there. But I think right now, I think Barry Murphy, he wants to use the squad. So I think he'll use the squad and just get the best out of the group of players and try to improve them and implement his own style of play, which is quite similar to your Pep's, for example. Jordan, you've commented saying, am I going to the Peterborough versus Luton game on Saturday? Yes, I am. Luke, who do I support? I am a Luton fan. If you can't tell by the Luton scarf behind me, there, I am a Luton fan. I did used to advertise on my channel that my name was Lewis Williams LTFC, but I changed it to footballs to try and encourage more EFL fans to subscribe to my channel, because I do want to do more than just Luton. I am a channel that heavily does focus on Luton content, but I do want to do a lot more EFL. I'm doing predictions every week. I'm trying to do weekly roundups as well, but that might be a bit of a challenge due to how many games there are and how much time is in the day. I do need to prioritise Luton stuff because that does get me the most, interaction, the most engagement and so on. But yeah, I'm doing a lot more EFL content this year, and I'll definitely be doing, content about both of these teams, Port Vale and Cardiff, at some point during the season. Devil, you've commented saying Luton and Cardiff, the top two battle. I'd be surprised if Cardiff are. I'll be really honest with you. I would be surprised. I think Cardiff more playoffs this year. I think Stockport and Huddersfield have a better squad, but that doesn't mean, a better squad guarantees finishing higher. They've got to prove it. Both teams so far in the first 12 minutes, they're trying to get forward, but ultimately that final pass isn't really working for either side. Port Vale are the ones that have come close first. Danny, you've commented, what is my favourite Luton kit? I will answer questions like that, Danny, more at half-time. I don't want to talk too heavily on Luton in the first half and during the game. Yeah, Devil, if Gareth Bale takes over Cardiff, then, I can imagine the connections, the finances, the way the club will be operated. It would be so much better going forward, and you would be in a much better position if you were to win promotion back to the Championship. But right now, under your current owner, I just don't like him at all. I think he's run the club really poorly. And yeah, I think you need a change now. You need a change in directorship. Hopefully you can get that sorted. How on earth he passed the fit and proper test by the EFL, I do not know. Gareth, you commented saying League One is all new for Cardiff. We are in the unknown. And that's why I think I've gone down the route of, I think maybe potentially playoffs this year or just finishing outside. Luton for us, the reason why I'm heavily confident is because we've got a manager who knows League One football, and also, let's be honest, we were in League One not so long ago. In fact, I think it was 7 years ago, and we won the title. So it's nothing new to us here. We are such a yo-yo club over the last 15 years. It's ridiculous. Luke, you've commented saying Vale have been better so far, in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree with that. They've looked more dangerous going forward. Cardiff they're struggling with that final pass, the passing, the triangles, the movement. But I always knew Port Vale would, test Cardiff a lot more than Peterborough, being the home side. They got a free kick here on the left-hand side of the pitch. Curtis on the delivery. He whips in the ball. Not the greatest of balls, I have to be honest with you, but Cardiff do win the second ball. Oh, there's a penalty shout there. I need to see that again. I think Curtis put it... Well, I don't think there's much the Cardiff player could have done, to be honest with you, but Tanner's on the right-hand side. Can Cardiff counter-attack here? Referee did not give the penalty, of course, but great movement to get back up the pitch by Cardiff. Let's see what they can do with this attack now. Number 16 for Cardiff. Plays it into 27. As you can tell, I don't know the names straight off the bat. I will say their kit numbers if I do see them. Tanner on the right-hand side, whips in the ball, cleared out by Port Vale. That was a chance there for Cardiff to really take advantage on the counter. I can imagine that Sky will do a replay of that penalty appeal. I don't think it is. So Curtis, he lifts it up. No, that's not a penalty. Definitely not a penalty. I think it was number 20... Who's that? Is that 27? 27, Joel Carwell. His arm is basically down. There's not really much he can do. Never a handball. Curtis kind of just... He tries to lift the ball over him, but it's hit the top part of... It's like it's hit here, basically. It's not a penalty. His arms are by his side. He's not making himself bigger. Hayden, you've commented saying Burton, manager. Oh, that's a free kick here. In a good position for Port Vale to have a go at goal. But there is a lot of argument because I think they're expecting... Well, fans are cheering off. I missed that because I was trying to read the chat here. I think he might just be getting a telling off. But Hayden, you've put Burton manager does well in interviews before and after the game. Great manager. Oh, yeah, he's done really well with Burton towards the back end of last season to keep them up. Right, here we go then. So, Port Vale win the first header. And then, it's a coming together between Colwill and also Crowsdale. Crowsdale gets there first. You know, the referee could easily give a yellow card there, but I don't like referees just giving out yellow cards, like dashing them out. I'd rather they just, actually give players warnings. But I think the referees basically said there, one more from you, and yeah, you're definitely going to get you're definitely going to get booked. But this chance here, I want to say it's 25, 30 yards out. Curtis, it's more centre of the goal, so it's kind of quite a challenge really to kind of bend this into a corner. Let's see what he does. If he can get it on target, that would be good. But he's got to shoot. It's definitely shooting distance. Let's see what he does, Curtis. He shoots straight at the wall. Good defending. Good wall. Poor free kick. Denny, you was hoping to watch this game on DAZN. Yeah, it's on Sky Sports. All EFL content is on Sky Sports. Luke, you've put never a handball that year. Definitely wasn't a handball. Gareth, you commented saying the refs in League One worry me. That was never a penalty against Peterborough. I disagree with that, Gareth. I think you need to find the correct angle. So there was one particular angle which it's behind the goal. And that angle basically shows the Peterborough player getting to the ball first and the Cardiff player not actually touching it. Oh, great chance there from Port Vale. Port Vale definitely have been the better side in these opening 20 minutes. Lovely delivery into the box this time, much better than the ones before. Who wins the header here? So Curtis with the delivery from the corner. It's a free header, 22 for Port Vale and Deborah Huge. He wins the header there, but good block by Capacchio, and he clears it out. And it is heading towards that bottom right-hand corner. Really good defending by Cardiff there. But Port Vale piling on the pressure. They need to take the most of this attacking momentum, because I can't imagine Cardiff will allow this to keep happening. But yeah, back to the penalty decision against Peterborough. I think you just got to find the right angle for it. For me, it was definitely a penalty. But regardless of it not being a penalty or not, Lawler should have been sent off. So it's kind of like the referee's could have gave a second yellow card or give the penalty. And I think he held on to give the penalty. Port Vale have had 6 shots so far at goal, 1 on target. Cardiff have had 0 for each. So Port Vale definitely the better side in the opening 20 minutes. The refs are always poor in the Championship and League One. I think the refs are always poor regardless. They need help. But I don't want VAR in the EFL. If they change the rules for VAR, then I don't mind it. Like an appeal system maybe. So like each team has like one appeal in the first half and also in the second half. And then if they get it wrong, they lose that appeal, of course. if they use the appeal and they get it right, then they can do another appeal. But the thing is, the technology is really good, but we just don't use it correctly. It's so annoying. Like all these other sports, you know, in like you look at tennis, you look at cricket, you look at rugby, they use the technology so much better than what they do in football. And you like to think that football, being one of the biggest sports in the world, would use the piece of technology a lot better. But we're a little bit behind there. VAR is a con. It can definitely appear to be like that. Having it in the Premier League was a bit of a pain because you didn't know whether to celebrate. And I feel like if you change it to the appeal system, I feel like fans can then celebrate the goal again, because all you're doing is you're waiting for the team to appeal the decision, and if they've lost their appeal, you know you can celebrate a goal and so on. So I think it needs to move down the appeal system route. I know they're trying in the appeal system out in other countries, so hopefully it becomes a success and they can use it. Also, I think as well, referees need to communicate to the crowd what's happening, because people in the crowd just don't know. Hayden, you've changed your mind. You think Port Vale will stay up? Honestly, I think they'll be fine. I have Exeter going down, Northampton going down. I also have... What's the other clubs I have going down? Exeter. I had Burton. Northampton. Who's the other club? I can't think of the other club I had to go down. Exeter, Northampton. Oh, Wimbledon. I also think Wimbledon. I also have Peterborough flirting above those relegation places. I think they're in trouble. I don't know how they're going to stop conceding goals. Cardiff really needs to start getting into this game and start creating chances. Definitely not the same attacking display which I witnessed at home against Peterborough. They were able to break Peterborough down so easily, moving the ball quickly, triangles. But at the moment, I think Cardiff are getting a bit frustrated with the way Port Vale are defending their box, struggling to break them down a little bit. G1K2, you put easy to see the Cardiff keeper in that shade of pink. Definitely helps if you're colourblind, that's for sure. Port Vale again. Oh, that's a really nice ball into the box. Again, Clark down on the right-hand side, puts in a lovely chip in. Aims it to Curtis at the back post, just over his head. But Port Vale, they're just dominating the midfield right now. Cardiff really need to regain control in that midfield. But I'm trying to look at their midfield. You've got both Carwills and more technical flair players. Is Wintle the one to dominate that midfield? Is Gareth still in the live chat? He is a defensive midfielder. Is he the one that can get control of this midfield again? Do you think the both Carwell players need to help him out? Lovely ball down on the left-hand side. Lovely ball. And I think it's the first corner for Cardiff here. Willock puts in a ball in, easily blocked by the Port Vale defender. Devil, you've commented saying Cardiff tend to play better in the second half. That was the case, especially against Peterborough. But then again, the first half, you were very good against Peterborough. So a corner in on the left-hand side. Willock taking the corner. Ball whipped in. Well cleared by the Port Vale defender. Cardiff still on the ball. They managed to win that second phase of play. Tanner on the right-hand side. Whips in the ball. Not so great. Kind of goes over everyone's head there. Tanner's not really on it today. Letting me down because he's my captain in EFL. I need him to do something. Gareth, you commented saying, I don't really rate Wintle at all. I would have had Turnbull start ahead of him. Is he on the bench? Let's have a look at the bench. David Turnbull is on the bench. I find it absolutely crazy that Callum Robinson can't get into this team. You look at someone who can score goals, I find it mental. Just realised that Port Vale on the bench, they've got former Hatter player called Jaden Stockley, who can, he can be a handful. He's a bit of a target man type of striker. I'm sure he would give Lawler a very difficult afternoon. But I have to say, I have been impressed with the right back of Port Vale, Mitchell Clark, 26 years old. His normal position is a right midfielder. I think just filling in as a right wing back. Didn't play too many games last season in League 2. Oh, great play here from Port Vale. Can he look up and turn right? Oh, that's a well read by the keeper. That was close. Croasdale, I think, was pretty much there to nearly tap it home, but well read by the new Cardiff City goalkeeper. They win the first header, link-up play with the physical direct play. I love it. It's old school. It's Route 1. Really unlucky. Curtis, he could have shot. He decides to play it across goal, which I think is actually the correct decision, but the Cardiff defender manages to get something on the ball. It falls, it looks like it's falling to Croasdale, but the Cardiff City goalkeeper comes out and claims that. Really close there by Cardiff. Oh no, by Port Vale. I can't show the screen, guys. Just to let you know, I cannot show what Sky Sports is showing because I will, of course, get kicked off. What am I predicting for this game? I'm going with a 2-1 Cardiff win. My prediction is going to stay the same. Cardiff definitely haven't been great in this opening 27 minutes. Oh, Selleck getting his shirt pulled there, but they're both grabbing the shirt. No penalty for me. Both holding each other. Selleck getting really frustrated there. I tried finding a radio station for this game. It's on TalkSport. If you've got TalkSport, type in BBC Talk. Well, not BBC. Type in TalkSport on Google. It pops up. They're showing the game on live radio. I'm sure BBC Wales are also doing the same. So plenty of radio stations available to listen to this match. Oh, great play down on the right-hand side again. Oh, that ball that wasn't the greatest that time. Clark needed to do a lot better. He just overhit the ball. He's been one of the better players on the pitch, and he's let his team down there. Great movement, once he's released the ball. Willock not really watching him. Oh yeah, that's a poor ball. He's overhit it. He needed to play it back. Well, do a nice little drag back on the ground. Instead, he's gone with power. Not really worked out. But Port Vale have been really good in the opening 28 minutes here. Cardiff definitely not the same team that played on the Saturday. Port Vale just winning the battles in the midfield. That's what Cardiff need to do. Get back to winning the battles in the midfield. Was there a few bad comments in the chat? Well done, Danny, if you did spot it. Oh, yeah, I did see it. Right, hang on. Well, you've removed him, Danny, so thank you very much. Unfortunately, guys, we are going to get idiots. The bigger the channel grows, we're going to get idiots that will say some things that are just not needed, which is frustrating, and they get away with it because places like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they don't have any control over it. They don't do anything to stop these people from commenting this sort of stuff. They need to get better with it. Phil, you've commented saying Cardiff, lucky escape. Port Vale are on it tonight. They are. They're performing really well in the first 30 minutes. Port Vale really fancy it. I don't get it with us. Cardiff need to concede a goal before they start playing. It feels that way, Gareth. It really does, because it's the midfield battle for me. The Port Vale midfield is winning the battle. No, TalkSport is definitely playing, is talking about this game. Hang on, let me get it. I think it's TalkSport 2. Because I had a look this morning because I thought I would miss the game. If you go on TalkSport... Hang on, let me find it. I reckon you can. So TalkSport 2 are playing the Rugby League. Well, that's a bit stupid. I don't know why they're doing that. And this TalkSport normal one just not showing the game at all. That's mental. Oh yeah, the transfer insiders. Wow, I can't believe TalkSport are not showing it. I thought they were. I know they're doing some of the games on the weekend. That's really poor from TalkSport. I can't believe BBC Wales are not doing it. That's strange. There's got to be a Cardiff... There's got to be someone from Cardiff on radio. There's got to be someone there. Cardiff are massive. There's got to be someone from Cardiff doing some sort of live commentary. Hopefully we get a goal soon. Yeah. Port Vale definitely just been the better side. New to the channel, what's up, lads? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Have to say, mate, you've been growing very well recently. Yeah, the growth's been absolutely amazing. Since I started doing more League One content, it's really pushed. Just got to keep going. Lots of content coming your way. In fact, it's currently the 7th of August. I have a video going out every single day, at least until I think the 22nd. So lots of content coming your way. So it's really nice to see. I'll show you what my partner brought me. She brought me like a custom-made YouTube plaque for hitting 5,000 subscribers recently, which is really nice of her. But yeah, I'm so grateful for the support. It's been really great. And if you haven't already, guys, please smash the like button on this live stream. It does help the video perform better. It reaches out to a much wider audience. Cardiff are on the attack down on the right-hand side. Tanner with a ball into the box. Well read by Hall, the Port Vale defender. Oh, he's opened up some space for himself. Go on, Carwell, shoot. Oh, he's doing too much. He had the opportunity to shoot, and he took that extra touch. But then Port Vale giving it away. Back to Cardiff. Salick. Oh, that's the first shot for Cardiff. Look, he had time and space outside the box. Why not have a go, you know? Strikers, they sometimes need a couple of attempts before they get that goal. It opened up for him. You know, Port Vale unable to clear their lines. Capaccio gives it to Selic. Yeah, left foot strike. He tries to bend it into the far right-hand corner. Just wide. Needed a bit more curl than that. Devil, you've put best of luck to your channel. Thank you very much. Bluebird, you've put Cardiff look really poor so far. I can see them losing this 1-0. Certainly need to improve for the second half. It's been pretty much Port Vale for the majority of the game. G1K2 put looks a decent sized pitch compared to the Kenny. I always feel like our pitch is so small, but that's because, you know, the stands are so close to the pitch. It's probably a normal sized football pitch, but because at Luton it's not exactly the biggest stadium, it feels a lot. smaller than what it is. Oh, that could have been a great bit of play by Port Vale with the cheeky back heel. Could see Port Vale winning this. Hayden, you've put, I love your vlog. Keep them coming. I will tune in more often. Thank you very much. I can't believe I can't find the radio stations. I can't believe you can't. There isn't one. There's got to be some live commentary for this game on a radio station. What about BBC? Is it BBC Stoke? Does that exist? BBC Stoke? BBC? Yeah, it's got to be BBC Stoke. BBC Staffordshire, are they doing like live radio for this game? Great play by Port Vale. This is beautiful football. Oh, off the post! Potentially an own goal there by Chambers. Great play from Port Vale. It's pass and move play. Really nice stuff on the right hand side. Crowsdale whips into the ball. Callum Chambers tries to stop the ball going into the box, into the danger zone. He ends up hitting his own post and it goes out for a corner. Port Vale, a goal's coming. They need to take the most of this opportunity because if Cardiff can get into half-time 0-0, it's a missed opportunity for Port Vale. Especially if they don't come back out in the second half and perform the way they have done. Because all it takes is a chance. We know this in football. It takes just that one chance and that's it. The game will change. Oh, another chance there. Ow. Oh, come on, Port Vale, man. So many attempts now. Great. It's a great set piece. Curtis again whips in a lovely ball into the box. Port Vale's number 22. He gets to the ball first, just wide again. It was so similar to what he had, I think, 20 minutes earlier. And he punches the floor in frustration because he definitely knows that was a good chance there. But they've got to take these chances now. Yeah, Port Vale definitely are knocking on the door. Right hand side now. Again, Port Vale attacking. Well read by the Cardiff keeper. The Cardiff keeper's having a nice game for his debut. Trott. Yeah, he's reading the game quite well. He's kind of he's seen where the danger is. Coming to collect the ball. It's routine stuff, but on your debut, sometimes you're a little bit nervous. You can be a bit cautious at times, but he's being brave. He's showing his dominance. He's controlling his 6-yard box, which is what you want your keeper to do. So good play. But Cardiff need to wake up because they're not winning this midfield battle. Did Port Vale win their previous game? No, they didn't. They lost 2-1 away against Rotherham. They went down to 10 men after 25 minutes. Cardiff attacking down on the left-hand side now. They play it into the middle. It's Willock. Can he get shot away? It's well defended by the Port Vale defender there, number 22. Great play as well. Who did that little dink over the player? Great play. Again, can Port Vale make the most of this? Great passing move play by Port Vale. Number 10 now for Port Vale. He needs support. He's on his own. Tries to whip into the ball. He kind of rushed there. He needed to be a little bit clever there. Oh my God. Port Vale, they just want it more. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a team that just wants to win this game a lot more than what Cardiff do. Port Vale will be gutted if they lose after all these chances. 100%. I think Darren Moore would be so frustrated going in at half-time 0-0. Cardiff are here for the taking, and I don't want to be rude, but they are here for the taking. They're not performing well. They're not winning their battles. They're not winning their second balls. When Port Vale are passing and doing their movement, they're ball watching at times as well. It's not looking good for them. Really, really good play from Port Vale throughout these 39 minutes. Cardiff seriously have got to wake up. Trott's been thrown in the deep end today, being tested on his debut, and he's doing such a good job. So the match stats so far, 8-3 on shots, 1 on target for Port Vale, 0 for Cardiff. Port Vale really need to test Trot a bit more in terms of actually saving some shots. But Tan on the right-hand side wins the corner for his team. To be fair, although there hasn't been any goals, it's not exactly been a boring game. Like, both teams are trying to attack. Both teams are trying to do something. It's just Port Vale have just not been clinical. They've missed a lot of their chances, and Cardiff are struggling to break Port Vale down. Port Vale had about 20 shots on goal. Oh, great ball. Oh, that nearly was a great delivery, actually. Chambers wins the header from the corner, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. But the comment which I was trying to read was Port Vale had about 20 shots on goal in the second half at Rotherham, but scored one. Yeah, it was a fantastic second half performance by Port Vale, despite being down to 10 men. Really, really good performance. And, you know, you could argue and say you probably deserved something from it, from that second half. Who will win? If I was to predict it right now, I'm going with Port Vale. Port Vale moaning about a fling in the arm. Oh, there was it touched his face, but come on. Man up a little bit, come on. You know, I hate when players do that. They get touched on the face and they're like, just go down like acting like they've been hurt. It's literally, you know, it hurts you for 2 seconds, get on with it. But I've been really impressed with Port Vale. This is obviously my first time I've watched them this season. I watched the highlights against Rotherham, so there's only so much you can take from those highlights. Great play by Tan on the right-hand side to win the ball back for his team. That's what Cardiff need to do now. Great play, moving the ball. Capaccio down on the right-hand side, driving at the Port Vale defenders. Back to Tanner. Plays in the midfield. Again, it's that ball. It's not right, the final ball. Oh, that is brilliant striker play by Port Vale's number 10. Outstanding. Brings the ball down, fighting off against the Cardiff defender. And he links the play up really well. Port Vale really need to, like, get a goal before half time. Great numbers in the live stream today. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream and also the game itself. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Lewis. I make Luton and EFL content, so feel free to subscribe. Number 16 down on the left-hand side. Whips in a ball. Oh my God, Willock. Come on. He drives at the Port Vale defenders. He's trying to, you know, have a go from distance and, you know, bend it into the far corner, but he has an absolute shocking effort and it just goes well over. Got got a couple of Swansea fans in the live chat. Of course, they would want Cardiff to lose today's game. Lloyd's Gaming, you've put hi, watching the live stream while playing my Doncaster career mode. Very nice indeed. Hayden, you say you are a Burton fan. Don't like Port Vale that much. There's one player that I really like from Burton, and he goes by the name of Charlie Webster. Unbelievable player. And it's another free kick for Port Vale in a... I don't know if this one's quite in a shooting position. Maybe more of a crossing position here. Port Vale asking the question, why is he not getting yellow carded? And it's Colwell again. I thought that's 2 or 3 now he's done. 2 or 3 challenges he's done there and he's not been booked. Surely he can't. He's got to be on his last warning. Danny, you've said you've got to keep an eye on Charlton and Wrexham this season. Charlton are definitely staying up in my opinion. Great away numbers by Cardiff, by the way. It's a Thursday night. You know, shouldn't be selling out away ends, but they do. bring good numbers, great numbers indeed. Cross whips in from the free kick. Port Vale win the first header again, but Cardiff do clear their lines. Oh no, they don't. Port Vale just won it more. Cardiff, oh, that's a foul. Oh, lucky boy. I felt that was a foul. But Port Vale are just winning this battle. They're just winning every first, second balls. And if they don't win the ball, they are so determined to win it back as soon as possible. They are piling on the pressure. Honestly, they are going to be absolutely gutted going in at half-time 0-0. But if Cardiff can get a goal now, it would absolutely kill the place. But again, Port Vale just winning the ball back. It's great. It's a great performance. I don't want to sound like I'm absolutely loving Port Vale, but it is a very good performance. I've seen a different Cardiff City team here. Yeah, Cardiff are just, it's just poor. It really is. There's lack of quality going forward. They're not winning their battles. They're not controlling the midfield. They need half-time to come quick. There's been 2 minutes added on to the end of this first half. What we do is at half-time, I'll answer any questions you guys have, any football-related ones, or I know there's plenty of Luton fans in the live chat who want to ask me some questions, so I give you guys the opportunity to do that at half-time. We'll talk about the games happening on the weekend as well. And then hopefully by the time we do that, the second half starts and we can react to the second half. I don't know when my next live watch along will be. I'll be honest with you. I was thinking maybe do I do another one for tomorrow night for Birmingham versus Ipswich. But I'm not too sure. I really am not too sure. I might just want to relax and enjoy that and watch that on the big screen. Get my sofa out, get on the recliner and properly enjoy that game. I'm actually dog sitting as well, so maybe not live streaming tomorrow evening. But can Cardiff, they've got possession here, get a goal before half-time? It would definitely be an undeserved 1-0 lead if they do, but it hasn't been good enough. For me, Clark, the right wing back for Port Vale, has been the best player. Mitchell Clark. Mitchell Clark and Curtis have been really spot on right now. Curtis winning plenty of aerial battles, making the Cardiff City defenders struggle. If I was going to pick a player for Cardiff, I would go with Capaccio being the best player for them. And it is half-time. Let's stop this clock. And let me reset it actually. I'm going to set it to 45. Boom. There you go. Look at that, guys. I fixed the half-time clock. Get these headphones off. I'll keep an eye on what they show at half-time because they might show some of the Port Vale chances and let's see how close they were. They definitely had a couple which they should have got on target. Been miles the better side for me. Score, the current score is 0-0. It says it on the graphic. Still 0-0 and it is half-time. But it was a really good first half. It wasn't actually a bad half of football if I'm being honest with you. Port Vale, for me, the better side. Controlling the midfield, winning their battles. They want it more. You know, Cardiff are getting a welcome to what a League One side can actually do because Peterborough definitely didn't do that. My prediction before the game was a 2-1 win for Cardiff. I thought they would carry on the form from the back end of the game against Peterborough. But that certainly hasn't happened. And my captain decision for Tanner for my EFL Fantasy, which the link is in the live chat, hasn't gone down too well. I thought he would do something special in this game because he did have a very good performance against Peterborough. But anyway, feel free to answer any questions you guys have for halftime. I will talk about the League One games as well, which is happening on the weekend. So we're going to start off with Peterborough versus Luton. I've gone with a 2-1 Luton win against Peterborough. Reading versus Huddersfield. I've gone with 1-1. I reckon Reading, because of the new ownership, and it's their first home game under the new ownership, will give Huddersfield a lot more of a test compared to what Leyton Orient did. Leyton Orient defended very poorly against them. So I reckon that will be 1-1. I reckon Lincoln will beat AFC Wimbledon 1-0 away from home. I do worry about Wimbledon in terms of how they're going to score goals this year. Lincoln, I think they're going to score lots of goals this year. I think they're just going to be one of the teams that just finds a way of scoring goals. They've got a good mix of young and experience in their team. Barnsley versus Burton. I have gone with a 2-0 Barnsley win. Bolton versus Plymouth. I've gone with 2-1 Bolton. I think Bolton, attacking wise, I think they're just stronger than Plymouth right now. I think the overall squad is a lot stronger. Exeter versus Blackpool. I've gone with a 2-0 Blackpool win, I believe I did in my score prediction video. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go and check that out. I've gone with 1-1 between Leyton Orient and Wigan. I've gone with 1-1 between Mansfield and Doncaster. Northampton versus Bradford. I've gone with a 1-0 Bradford win. Stevenage versus Rotherham. I've gone with 2-2. And for Wycombe versus Stockport, I've gone with a 2-1 Stockport win against Wycombe. Danny, you've commented saying I have Ali as my captain and the Donny midfielder as my vice captain. Phil, you've commented saying Tanner got his banana boots on. Certainly has. And Phil, different Phil, lots of Phils in the chat this evening. Reality check for all the relegated teams. This season's going to be tough. Fair play to Vale, being far the better side. I honestly think Port Vale will be fine. I don't see them going down. Not under Darren Moore. I know they got relegated under Darren Moore when he arrived in the season, but I think difference is he's got more of his squad of players now. He's built his own team with his own foundations in place. He's experienced at this level. I think he's a really good player manager, but also at the same time he can have a bit of mean streak about him. So I think he can keep Port Vale up. And after witnessing that type of performance, witnessing the second half of the performance against Rotherham on the weekend, despite the defeat, I can see them, staying up. Luton lads, you've commented saying, how do you think Charlton and Middlesbrough will get on? I don't think Borough will do well. I don't rate Edwards, and I think the truth will come out very soon about how good he is as a manager, because if he's really good, we'll see it at Middlesbrough, won't we? Charlton-wise, I think Nathan Jones will do an amazing job, and he will keep them up in the Championship. Sign some really good players. Gareth, the Cardiff City fan, in the live chat has commented saying, we were eased into life in League One by starting at home. Now Cardiff on the road are finding out what League One is all about. And yeah, I do agree with that comment. You are finding out, certainly, especially from this game. But Port Vale just want it more. Mega Dark Flames, you've commented saying, out of 10, how would you rate the Luton transfer window? I think it has been good. Could it have been better? Yes. I still think there's one or two bit of business we need to do before it ends. So I'm leaning more towards a 7, a low 7. I think it could potentially be an 8/9 if we get the business which we need to do, which I think is another attacking player, whether that is a striker, left winger, right winger, and also a creative midfielder, and potentially another left wing back, because if Cohen Bramall gets injured, we're kind of stuck in that left back role because only Ali can really play there. And if you've seen my match preview, you will see that I actually have predicted Ali to start as the left wing back against Peterborough on the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Today feels like a Friday. This is why I hate watching football on a Thursday night. This is why Thursday nights are just for European games, not for League One football, because I think today is a Friday and it's just not. It feels like a Friday. I've come back from work, I'm watching this game and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Saturday tomorrow. It's not. It's Friday tomorrow. I still have another day of work to do. Oh, let me show you my gift actually. I said to my girlfriend I was showing my live stream what she got me. So let me show you quickly. Ugh, here we go. I need to frame it. A nice little YouTube plat for hitting 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to the girlfriend. She also got me a packet of buttons, chocolate buttons, which is my favourite. So she's in the good books tonight. Let me put it at that. She's done well. She's at work at the moment, so I will thank her when she gets back. G1K2, you've commented saying, is May at Huddersfield going to be top goal scorer in League One? I was tempted to make a video on this, on the top League One goal scorers. But I feel like I would get a lot of comments going, oh, it's easy to predict that now you're doing it after like the transfer window, because I can't get that video out until after the transfer window because I've got so much content coming your way. So I have James Collins being one of the names I think could win it. I also think I think Alfie May as well. So that's two players there. I also think Carl Wooten and also Nathan Lowe. I also think Dale Taylor, who's just signed for Blackpool today, I think he could be right up there. And I also think Jerry Yates as well. Also, Ali could potentially do it. So really, those are the names I've suggested that I think could do it. You've got yourself a top bird, mate. Thank you so much. Naki Wells, he's another one that could potentially win the Golden Boot, but I just feel like he won't hit 20. I think he can score 15, and that won't be enough to win Golden Boot. Phil, you've commented saying, well done, Lewis. I've been following you since the cupboard in your old gaff. Exactly, we have evolved. I started making videos in front of my bed. Then I left that that was me living at home with my mum. Then I went to uni and I started making videos in a studio flat, still in front of a bed, so no YouTube setup like I've got here. Then I came back home from uni and decided to start making videos from in front of my cupboard, because that was the only place in my bedroom that I could actually record the videos. And I had like Luton, flags. I had a Luton flag and also a couple of Luton shirts in the background to give it a more football style backdrop. And now I'm finally moved out of my parents. I'm living on my own as a big boy. Got my own room, my study room. This is actually my work room. I actually do my actual full-time job here in this room, on this desk. So, yeah, we've upgraded. We're getting better. So, yeah, and hopefully onwards and upwards. James, you've commented saying, Blackpool fan here, slightly gutted to see Yates go to another League One team. How do you think he'll get on for us? And while we are on it, how do you think Blackpool would do? Best window in years. I think you guys are going to be right up there. I think you're definitely getting playoffs this year. I can't see you not getting playoffs. I think you'll score goals. I think the biggest question mark from last year was your defending. And I think you have brought in lots of experience. I know you made a few defensive mistakes against Stevenage. Get it out of the way. And then, don't let that happen on multiple occasions throughout the year. But you should be all right. I think you should beat Exeter on the weekend. I think Taylor is an amazing signing. Like, honestly, a really good striker. He's done well at Wigan last year in a very poor, boring Wigan team. So imagine what he can do in a entertaining, attractive Blackpool side. So I think you do well in this upcoming year. And in regards to how I think Yates would do for us, hopefully he scores goals. But we've got to create the chances for him. And that's my biggest concern right now. I don't know how creative we can be. Hopefully we can kind of fix that, because that's what we're lacking at the moment. We're lacking that bit of creativity. We're kind of relying on teams making a mistake, and I struggle to see how we can break teams down. Mega Dark Flames, if only YouTube could do that for 5k. I know I think the first plaque you can get is 100k, I think it is. I think it's 100k or 1 million. Let me Google. I think it is 100k. YouTube, but you have to pay for it as well. It's like they used to give it out for free. Yeah, so you get a silver play button, which is for hitting 100,000 subscribers. You then get a gold play button for hitting 1 million, diamond play button for reaching 10 million, custom play buttons given for 50 million and 100 million. Which is just insane. So, I need to get another 95,000 people want to subscribe. Feel free to do so. And then we can get a nice, plaque. I can place it in the backdrop of this video. That'd be great. Is Elijah Adebayo out for the season? I think he's going to be out until December. James, you commented saying, I think for us, Ennis and Taylor up top is class for the league. I really do. Is Victor Moses still at Luton? That was very random. Victor Moses is not at Luton. We did release him in the summer. Mason, you've commented saying 3,000 Luton fans at Peterborough. What are my thoughts? Good support. Hopefully we can sell out our allocation and it can be just under 4,000. Gareth, you commented saying, has he gone to Charlton by any chance? The amount of players that goes from Luton to Charlton. No, Nathan Jones won't sign him. Nathan Jones doesn't like him. So, yeah, he won't go to Charlton. I actually don't know where he's gone, actually. I think he's still a free agent. Maybe you guys will sign him. Megan, Mega Dark Flames, you've commented saying, envelope from the cupboard to the bed. Oh, no, involved from the cupboard to the bed, going up in the world. Exactly, we are going up in the world. Don't think Victor Wage Thief Moses is still there. Hope he isn't. He definitely isn't at the football club. Moses did leave at the end of last year. I hope Jerry Yates plays on Tuesday versus Coventry. I feel like that would be his fitness game. I think he'll be on the bench against Peterborough. I think he'll come on for like 20 minutes. I really do. I don't think he's fit enough he's definitely not fit enough to start. Phil, you've commented saying I'll be there on Saturday with my grandson. You might see me there. I'm behind the goal. I'm going to be with my dad and my brother for the game. Hopefully we'll be cheering on for 3 points. Guys, if you haven't done already, please smash the like button on the live stream. It helps the live stream push. Right, I need to get ready for the second half. The players are out. Need to make sure I start the second half clock on time. Let's see how this works. And you guys are going to see how I've involved with the clock. Because before, I wasn't able to start the timer from 45-minute onwards. Now I fixed it. This is a game changer, everyone. You might think I'm being overly dramatic here. Trust me, I spent weeks and weeks and weeks trying to figure this out, and I have finally figured it out. So fingers crossed it will work. But the players are out, the managers are out. We're now waiting for the referee to blow that whistle. Let me know your predictions in the chat for the second half. Has your prediction changed? Please let me know. I still think there's goals in this game. Following that first half performance, I do expect Cardiff to respond. The Cardiff players are coming out now. I feel like 2-1 to Cardiff is still on. And then I feel like Port Vale, they're going to go back. They're going to go back and look at this game and think, "Oh my God, how on earth did we not pick up the 3 points here?" And score 3 goals in the first half. That's definitely for sure. I think they're going to think. Can Tanner step up? I've got you as my captain in EFL. Come on, Tanner, step up, please. Colwell, can you score another beautiful goal like you did at home against Peterborough? Let's see. Right, here we go. Come on, referee. Blow up. Let's get this second half started. I didn't realise it's Gary Taphouse and Dave Edwards as the commentators for this game. I like Gary Taphouse. And the ref's blown up. See, and the timer is working. Happy days. This is a good stream. I'm loving life. Right, I have missed a couple of your comments, so I will try and answer them. Nice to hear your thoughts about Blackpool. 11 goals from Taylor in last season's Wigan side speaks for itself. And yes, Stevenage game was just individual mistakes. Nothing to look into too much. Honestly, Exeter looked very poor in my opinion. Doncaster should have scored about 2 or 3 goals against them. I don't have high hopes for Exeter. So I think if you put in a good performance against them, score a couple of goals, get the first win of the year, that will definitely settle the nerves going into the season and obviously hopefully kickstart your campaign. Who do I think will get relegated from the Premier League? I haven't really paid too much attention to the Premier League. I'm starting my Premier League fantasy football on Monday, and that's when I'm going to proper go into like detail on each Premier League team. I think right now I don't back Leeds to stay up. Sunderland look good. I also don't back Wolves to stay up either. So Wolves and Leeds I'm kind of feeling towards. And then I think either Burnley, I think Burnley will definitely be down there. Brentford, I don't know what they're going to do with Keith Andrews in charge. I think this year we might actually see a different team get relegated rather than your typical championship teams that get relegated. I think we might see a surprise, a difference. Finally, see a difference. Mason, you commented saying, I remember your League One vlogs. It is much better enjoying games without... Is it better enjoying the games without vlogging? Yes and no. I do miss it. I do miss the vlogs. I have to be honest with you. That's what kind of built up my channel, the vlogs. But it did get a pain at times because I was whipping at the camera and then the stewards would get onto me and go, stop filming, and it used to really annoy me. But then Tom does really good vlogs, to be fair to him. He does it on his phone. And yeah, he gets the vlogs out quicker than I would ever do. But yeah, he makes really good ones, and they're definitely a lot better than what I used to produce. Mega. Oh, Port Vale. Oh, he's offside. It was great pass and move play again from Port Vale, but unfortunately Clark in an offside position. You can tell he was miles offside there. And yeah, he does score it, to be fair to him. But yeah, he's way offside. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. That's a poor decision. He's onside. Oh, that's shocking. I think he's on for me. He's onside. You need to get the lines out, I say. Get the lines out because he was onside there for me. I've got to say, Port Vale, I think, are unlucky. I'm going up in the world on the technology. Yes, mate. I get so excited over the little things now. I really hope, when I'm in my 80s, I'm not one of those old people that don't know how to use technology. I like to think I involve with the times. Fingers crossed. But Port Vale, oh my God, they could be in again. Port Vale carrying on the momentum from the first half. Cardiff not waking up yet. Brad, you've gone 1-0 Port Vale. James, you've gone 1-1. Hayden, you've gone with 3-2 Port Vale still. Phil, you've gone with, I do think Cardiff will score first. The other Phil have gone with same energy from Vale and 2-1. Gareth, you put Port Vale has signed striker Mo Fowl. Is it Mo Fowl? On loan from Wrexham. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Long throw in from Port Vale. Nothing really comes from it. Jelly Belly 27, you put 2-0 Cardiff. Vale not taking their chances and Cardiff will make them pay for that. You like to think so, but Cardiff, yeah, definitely just not waking up yet. I feel like that goal was onside. Let me know what you think. I think he was on. How is Ruben playing? Got him in my EFL team. Not so good, mate, Daniel. I have to be honest with you. Nah, that is onside. They're showing the replay. He is onside. His end of shirt line is exactly the same as number 48, which is Lawler. Onside. Poor decision from the linesman. Mason, you put, I should have taken Carwell out of the team. Jelly Belly, you've put, he's onside. Should be 1-0 there. Not offside. He's onside. Big let off there. Port Vale are a dark horse, I think, this year. Port Vale 1-0 to Daniel. How long can Vale keep the tempo up is the question, I guess. I know. Belfast, the scoreline is on my graphic here. It is still 0-0. honestly, the big question is, can Port Vale keep this up? Because they've got to make the most of these, this attacking positive momentum. You can't keep this up for 90 minutes. It's not doable. Number 11, Curtis. Oh, they are getting close. Whatever was said at half-time to the Cardiff players is clearly not working. They need to restructure, potentially change the formation because they are not winning that midfield battle. Port Vale are winning every first battle, every second, controlling the midfield. It's the same again, piling on the pressure. I feel like Cardiff are going to win. Despite me saying this, if Port Vale do not score soon, it's going to go to Cardiff. And Cardiff are going to get a snatch and grab win. Watch what's going to happen here. And then Port Vale are going to look at themselves and go, why did we not take that chance? But it's just not working. It's not clicking up top for them. Cardiff should be a lot more aggressive like this. They need to do something. The midfield three isn't working. I think one of the Colwills in midfield have got to come off. I would take off Joel Colwill. He's done a couple of fouls already. And I feel like one more and then he's going to be on a yellow card. So I feel like he's basically going to come off soon or later. So you might as well take him off now. At least Ruben Colwell is more creative out of the two. Oh, great play. Oh, unlucky. This is great. Oh, was that a dirty little challenge there? Oh, it's kicking off now. Go on. Wouldn't it be great, if football was a little bit like baseball where they actually just go on then, have a scrap, have a little fight. Like ice hockey. Let him have it. Let him have it. Be great, wouldn't it? Fans will proper get behind it. At least this game is like proper heating up now. Anger, emotions is getting to everyone. Yellow cards coming out here. It looked dirty. I have to be honest. It did look dirty. I do love it when Cardiff go, we know what we are, sheep shagging. Don't repeat the last word. I do enjoy how Cardiff fans admit it. Fair enough. It's great banter. This game is going to be 0-0. Put your money on it. Let's have a look at this challenge. How bad was it? Oh, that's a red. That's a red. I'm sorry. That is over the ball. No, that's a red. The Port Vale player, number 10, has to jump out of contact. To be fair, I don't think there's too much contact in it. But the number 10 from Port Vale had to jump away from that contact. That is a red card, and Port Vale should have scored a goal, as their goal was definitely not offside. They've been hard done by on 2 decisions, and they've missed lots of chances. It just feels like it's not going their way. I'm just got to be honest with you guys here. I'm not being against Cardiff, but they are being very lucky right now. Mason Newport, did you get your Bradford ticket today? I got my Bradford ticket, when did I get it? The other day? 2 days ago? Scott, you've commented saying, come on Port Vale, beat Cardiff and Stockport County, win on Saturday, then we will be top of the league. It's far too early to be talking about top of the league. Ball whipped in for Port Vale. Good shot in. Clark, outside the box, has a good shot, but just wide of the target. Port Vale really needs to take these chances, man. I'm surprised Cardiff are not making a sub because something needs to change. But this is definitely a red card. I watched it again. He's out of control. He's got no control of the ball. His foot is over it. It is dangerous. He's lucky he doesn't have too much contact. Lucky boy. That's all I'm going to say. He's a lucky boy. Do anyone else think that's a red card, or is that just me? Who's going to win? Right now, I'm going to have to say Port Vale, but I did predict Cardiff to win. Gareth, who commented, who is a Cardiff fan, saying, and yeah, I still fancy a Cardiff win. Been here so many times before. It's like a Rocky movie. Gets beat up before winning at the end. I got a feeling you're right, mate. I really do. Mason, who commented, saying, I really hope Ali is left wing back. I feel like he would be isolated up front again. I hope Yates is full fitness by Bradford. I'll talk more about Luton after the game, mate. For this second half, I do want to talk about the Port Vale v Cardiff game. Turnbull is getting ready to come onto the pitch. They need to do something in the midfield, Cardiff, because they're just not winning their battles. Yeah, David Turnbull is warming up and looks like he's preparing to come on the pitch. Is it a leg-breaking challenge? Not quite a leg-breaking challenge. I do think it's dangerous, though. There was just no real contact. You know, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a potential injury. Phil, you've gone with Defo Red, two-footed over the ball. It just was out of control. Never had control of the ball. Wasn't even a bad challenge. It was a bad challenge. Like, let's be honest with you. It was a bad challenge. Players can get hurt like that. Out of control. I think Port Vale stay up easily with the manager. Yeah, I think Port Vale stay up as well. Successful passes in the final third in the second half. So Port Vale have done 11. Cardiff have done 4. If I was to change my prediction, I would go with a 1-0 Port Vale win. But I've got a feeling Cardiff are going to win here. Mate, he got the ball. He didn't get the ball because his foot was over the ball. Another shot by Port Vale, and it goes out for a corner. He definitely didn't get the ball, and then his foot basically went over the ball. The guy didn't... Well, the guy actually ducked out the challenge. If that's the Prem, he gets a red card. 100% he does. They've only showed one angle, mate. I've literally watched the one angle which it shows. And it's dangerous. It does stink of the Colwell scream of a Colwell screamer. Oh! I thought that was a goal. Another, dangerous Curtis corner. Crow's there with the header this time. How is he not... How Port Vale just not got a goal? Mate, I'm new to League One. Do the games always be a sloppy 2-0 or 0-0? League One, it's a bit similar to the Championship. Sometimes it can be unpredictable. But there's a lot more physical teams involved. There's a lot more, teams winning 1-0, 2-0. There is a lot of that. But this season, it's definitely wide open. Wide open? Wide open. It's definitely wide open. Get my words confused. Cardiff now attacking down on the right-hand side in front of their own fans now. Tanner whips into the ball, well cleared by Port Vale. You'd like to think the Cardiff players will now start up in their gears now for all the fans that have travelled down on a Thursday night. It's a long journey on a Thursday night. Big 30 minutes coming up. Exactly that. Tanner on the right. Place it into the midfield. Colwell now. Oh, it's just not clicking up top. They need to make a change. It's definitely more physical. Yeah, League One is definitely more physical. If you can't tell what team I support, it's Luton. Scarf behind. Oh, Cardiff are making a triple change. It's got to be a change in system because what they're playing right now is definitely not working. Oh, Salek in behind. He looks like he's getting dragged. What's the ref going to be saying here? They've got a corner. Cardiff fans definitely not happy there. It looked like he had his shirt pulled. It'd be really harsh if Cardiff did get a penalty, to be fair, with the decisions that's gone against Port Vale. I feel like they're holding each other by the looks of things. But with the new rule now where they're being a little bit tight on... They're both holding each other's shirts, to be fair. But yeah, they've got to be careful now with the shirt pull rule because apparently referees are easily giving, penalties and free kicks for shirt pulling. Willock doesn't have the energy to play to play out wide. He's more of a cam. I certainly would agree with that. He definitely hasn't been good. Gareth, you think they're going to be switching to a 4-1-4-1? I thought that's what you were currently playing. Ashford's come on. Turnbull's come on. So Ashford is an attacking player. So you got Lawlor's come off. Fisher's come on. Turnbull's come on for Colwill, which is what I said Cardiff should do. Be interesting to see how you set up now. Oh, sorry, I missed that comment actually. Yeah, sorry, Mega Dark Flames. Cardiff were playing a 4-1-4-1 formation at the start. I don't know if they're going to switch now they've made the 3 changes. Port Vale are playing a 3-5-2 and it's worked absolutely brilliantly. Can they get something from this game? They definitely deserve a point. 100% they deserve a point. And if they win the game, you have to say they deserved it. Oh no, what's happened to my timer? Why did that go wrong? Oh, hang on a minute. No. Hang on, let me fix this. What happened here? Right, hang on. Let me reset the timer. Right, what minute are we on? I'll start it from 63 minutes. Oh, I know why. Hang on. 1 hour, 3 minutes. Oh, it's just... Oh, I think I know what the issue is. I think my technical issue is it won't do above an hour. Yeah, it won't go above 60 minutes. Oh, boys and girls. That's what I didn't test. I didn't test if the timer could do more than 60 minutes. That is frustrating. How am I going to fix this then? Right. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which they do in other countries. Off the crossbar! Oh, it's offside. Right. We're going to do it. We're going to do it a different way. Let me reset. That's frustrating that it didn't go longer than an hour. So now I know it only does up to an hour. Let me change it. Right. So we know we're in the second half. And we've just gone past 15 minutes. So let me go like this. We will fix this. You guys will know what I'm going to do it in a second. You'll see in about 30 seconds how I'm going to fix this timer, and I explain what I'm going to do. This is so frustrating. I can't believe I couldn't figure it out. It just won't go above 60 minutes. That's a shame. I got so happy that this timer was going to work and it just didn't. Doesn't like going above 60. Right. And I'm going to start it from here. Right. As you can see, it's counting up from 15. This is what the old school method is going to be. With bang. With the number 2 ND. So you guys know it's the second half. Right. That's the best I can do for the timer. It's the old school way. They do this in other countries. Lloyd's Gaming, can you not go backwards from 45? I think that just confuses it, don't you think? Because if the game goes longer than the 45s, then how can I do the added minutes? Whereas with this time, it's better. Am I into cricket? No, I am not into cricket at all. Someone's gone with 2-1 for this game or 2-1. Well, hey, come on, you've got to make up your mind. 2-1 to Cardiff or 2-1 to Port Vale. Tech issues again, it certainly was. Need to call tech support. I need to speak to someone. There is a YouTuber who I know that does live watch-alongs. I need to ask how does he do it. If he tells me what to do, that's fine. It's just finding the right person. I just can't believe I thought I had it. Oh well, we learn for next time. We're improving. We're trying. You know, maybe a couple more, and then we go again. Yeah, I'm not into cricket for me. I can't watch a full cricket match. My 3 main sports are football, boxing, and darts. They're the 3 I love to watch. I like Formula 1 because I used to work in it. I like UFC, but I only really tune in for the big fights. But boxing, I actually tune in regularly on a weekly basis. Daniel, you commented saying, I'm going to be at the game Saturday. Can't download my ticket. Spoke to the office. He said, screenshot it. They should let you in. There's a small QR on the ticket. Yeah, exactly that. You'll be fine, Daniel. I got my tickets through the QR code as well. I got 3 tickets on my phone for me, my dad and my brother. Right, 68th minute now. Can Cardiff get a goal? They're starting to grow into the game a little bit more now, Cardiff. They spray it into the middle of the box. Willock drives in. Loses out. Goes to Turnbull. Just Cardiff trying to break down Port Vale now. Oh, I've just realised that Tanner's come off the pitch. Why has Tanner come off the pitch? Oh, that's frustrating me. He was my captain. Oh, here we go. Oh, Cardiff now piling on the pressure now, adding some pressure on the right-hand side. Colwill driving into the centre of the pitch, gives it to Turnbull. Cross into the box. Oh. And it goes out for a corner. The Cardiff fans are going mental to eager their team on. I'm sorry, we cannot be talking about cricket in the live chat. Who's Cardiff danger man? Oh my God, Willock, what are you doing? I would have to say it's Colwill because you just don't know what to expect from him. Selleck he's had a poor game up top. I can expect Cannon Robinson coming off the bench to cause some problems. But yeah, the last 5 minutes now, Cardiff have grown into the game, and is that the missed opportunity for Port Vale to have scored a goal? I can't imagine this game is going to end 0-0. I really hope it doesn't. Vincent Tan, he's always been a danger. Certainly right. Mate, we lost to India by only 6 runs. It hurts, man. Yeah, but that's cricket, mate. This is football. I honestly couldn't care about cricket. You're speaking to the wrong person about cricket. I'm being honest with you. James, you commented saying Vale looking good, Cardiff not quite being convincing enough in either game against two sides you expect to be lowered down. 100% up the town. Willock on the left-hand side now. Can he create something, make something happen? Oh, that's a free kick. That's a silly foul. Yeah, I'd definitely say Ruben Colwell in the midfield's Cardiff's dangerous man. I think, Callum Robinson needs to come on. Port Vale yet to make a substitution yet. Are Vale going to be nearly men? We might be saying that. We might be talking about a Port Vale defeat here because Cardiff are piling on the pressure with 19 minutes remaining. I've just realised my time is completely wrong. I've done my maths incorrectly there. How have I done that wrong? Why has no one spotted that? I've done my maths wrong. I've just realised we're not, because we've had 30 minutes. Oh no, we're just under 30 minutes. Right, I'll set it properly to 30 minutes. I've had a shock here with this time in the second half. We'll fix it. My brother is a Peterborough fan, by the way, and is convinced they're winning Saturday. 4-0 Luton win incoming. I hope we are right. No one's winning at the moment. It's currently 0-0. I hope we win 4-0 on Saturday. I'll be loving life if we win 4-0 on Saturday. That would be the statement win, which everyone expects Luton to do. Put in a decent performance. Right, let me put it like that. Yeah, Port Vale struggling now to keep hold of the ball. Cardiff piling on the pressure. What do we reckon, guys? Do we reckon Cardiff will score now? Now they're getting back into the game, finally, and piling on the pressure. What do we think? Or do we think Port Vale are going to get back in control and get a goal themselves? And maybe they will actually do a snatch and grab win. Let me know what you think in the chat. Just feel like now, with Cardiff now growing into this game, it's feeling like they're going to get a goal. They're going to snatch a goal. No one is winning. It's currently 0-0. We still need to get Callum Robinson on the pitch. Yeah, I think you do. Get Callum Robinson on now. I hate it when coaches only give strikers like 5-10 minutes because sometimes that's not enough. Port Vale making a change. Well, Max, thank you for giving me money, which is great, but you're calling me a, let me put this right. I'm going to just delete your comment. You've given me money, which is, fantastic, and also insulted me. So I win here. It's so weird. Insult me again. You're going to give me more money. It's fantastic. Got less than 15 minutes of normal time. Mason, you put 1-0 to me. I love having idiots in the chat. It's fine. I do have concerns that some people can't read the scoreline because I do make a scoreline for people to read and no one's reading it. But yeah, typical. I'm going to get idiots in live streams and also everywhere else. Bluebirds need to be aggressive now. They are tiring. I think they're making a sub now to try and sort that out. And Port Vale taking off one of their better players of today's game. Really good performance from Curtis. Ben Wayne, I think it's coming on. New Zealand striker. Never heard of him before. Yeah, Luton lad, the clock has had a technical difficulty. Let me put it at that. It got to 60 minutes and then decided to start again. It would only work up to the 60th minute. So I need to speak to someone. Why don't Port Vale have their crest or sponsor on the tops? I think they're just doing a really good retro style, mate. It's a really nice, kit. Mega Dark Flames, you've put, it's clear enough, Lewis. I know. I've tried my best. But yeah, the Port Vale home shirt is really nice. One of the best in League One, in my opinion. Really nice, retro. And sometimes a sponsor would have just ruined it. And finally, Cardiff have brought on Callum Robinson, who I think is going to cause an impact. Big respect for this. Nowhere I can watch or hear it from here. Quick question, do you think there will be a goal in this game at all? I hope so. It hasn't exactly been a boring 0-0. This second half has definitely lacked chances. The first half had a lot more chances, with Port Vale being the very dominant side. I think Cardiff are going to nick a goal here. And it won't be deserved. I think, at the very least, Port Vale deserve a point. Got 12 minutes remaining of normal time. Yeah, Danny, you've just put it's part of their 150th anniversary. And it's a lovely kit. And that's what it used to... Well, the kit they're wearing is what used to be like the normal kit back in the day, back 150 years ago. That's what they kind of used to wear. Of course, it's just been a little bit modernised. Darren, you've just commented saying, just came back from walking the dog. Don't look like I've missed much. You're going to Peterborough Saturday. Sorry if you said this already. I am, Darren. I am going to Peterborough on Saturday. Oh, here we go. Oh, well read by Callum Chambers. Oh, no, it was Fish, actually. My bad. Right, let me know in the chat, guys, what we're saying. 0-0, Port Vale win, or Cardiff. And Port Vale are attacking down on the left. As I say that, into the middle now. Oh, it nearly fell to Wayne. But well read by the Cardiff defender. Scott, you've gone with Port Vale to win. Anyone else think that Port Vale will win this game? Darren, you've put, hopefully we'll get to say hello as now you live in Spalding. So down the road for you now. I'm going to be behind the goal. If you're going to be behind the goal, there's a likelihood you'll see me. Gareth, you've gone with 1-0 to Cardiff. They will nick it somehow. Port Vale deserve it though, 100%. They definitely had a offside goal, which should have been, a goal. And also, I feel like Cardiff should have gone down to 10 men, in my opinion. Bet you can't pronounce my name. Yeah, I'm not even going to try, mate. Port Vale have had 13 shots, 1 on target. They're just going to look at themselves and just go like, oh my God, I wish we made the most of our chances. Someone's saying 0-0. Port Vale on their attack now. Oh no, you selfish boy. You should have played in Clark. Fantastic opportunity there. Wayne, who's just came on, in the middle, he has if he looks up, yeah, he can play Clark on the right-hand side, who will then have a free shot at goal. So selfish. I hate it when strikers do that because the better option's there. I know why they do it, but wow, what an opportunity that could have been, and very selfish striker play. Luton lads, you've put. I think they could play for another hour, and there'll still be no goals. I would like to think there will be a goal. James, you've commented saying that was selfish, good play, but shouldn't have taken the shot on himself. I don't know why he did that. I think Darren Morris just told the striker exactly that. Boring yet an exciting 0-0. It hasn't been too boring. Let's put it at that. It's been all right. You know, I've had worse 0-0s. Certainly a lack of decent strikers in this league. I think there's certain strikers that are just at certain clubs. Darren, you know, you look at Blackpool, they've got Ennis and also Taylor. Stockport have got Nathan Lowe and also Carl Wootton. Huddersfield have got Alfie May and Joe Taylor. Luton, we've got Naki Wells and Jerry Yates. So the list of those strikers play for 4 clubs, you know, and unfortunately they just don't spread out across the league. I think obviously Collins still plays in League One. He plays for Lincoln. I expect him to score a lot of goals this year. 7 minutes left. I reckon there's going to be about 5 minutes added on. 21 shots, but 2 on target. But that doesn't mean it's been boring though. I've seen 0-0s where there's been absolutely nothing involved. Ben, you've commented saying the build-up play is decent, but the shooting has been terrible tonight. Championship clubs have more money now, so the strikers have been taken before they are ready. To be honest with you, the strikers as well. Oh, Max, but you didn't donate to me this time to actually insult me. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to just say goodbye. Happy days. But yeah, as I was saying, the strikers in the Championship. What was I saying? Yeah, well, strikers in general in the EFL. Only 2 strikers scored over 20 goals last season. Charlie Kelman, who's now joined Charlton, and also Michael Cheek, who's at Bromley. Every other striker scored less than 20 goals. The thing is, yeah, I don't mind someone calling my ears Big Mason. It's all good. I don't mind it. But it's the fact that someone's hiding. I can't mock the guy's appearance either. So it's kind of like, hang on a minute. One-way streak here. But it's quite sad that you're doing a live stream. I'm obviously got one headphone in so I can listen to the comms and also listen to what's happening also out. Oh, why does this guy keep bloody popping up? Well then, Max, why do you keep coming on in it then? I don't even know how he's getting on because I'm actually pressing the button on... No, Danny, right. Danny, listen to me. Don't delete his messages because... No, Danny. You getting him is not making it work because he can still comment. So I can actually disable him from commenting, but because you get there first, you're deleting the comment. So let me, when he messages again, I will take him off. It's all good, guys. It's all good. But anyway, Cardiff are piling on the pressure now. The quality of the... Oh, I'm missing the message. Where is the message? The quality of the forwards is shocking. It's just lacked so much quality in the final third. Like, the chances have been there for both teams. Like, Cardiff have got into attacking areas, but their quality is just not there. They've just blasted the ball way over. Lacking the quality. Haven't really tested the Port Vale keeper. He's had an easy afternoon. Ben, you commented saying we got Kyle Joseph from Blackpool last season, but he is nowhere near championship level. The gap is growing. Hopefully it will improve as the season progresses. Port Vale piling on the pressure now in the 88th minute. First draw in the League One season. It could potentially be. Phil, you've put at least it's not just Luton lacking quality in the final third. Yeah. See, it's everyone, and this could be potentially the first draw of the League One season. I'm surprised it never happened in Gameweek 1. It's the first time, I think, in League One history that in the opening game week, someone won and someone lost. Well, everyone got a win or lost. Right. Let's get you out. There you go. Shut the F up. Right, that's him gone. Gareth, you commented saying we will have to be more than happy with a point out of this. Could easily be 2-0 down. Yeah, I think if you walk away with a point, you're going to have to just take it on the balance of how poor you've been. Just think about it. During the season, there's going to be times where you will perform like this again and you might not get anything. So take it when they do come. Do you know what League One team isn't lacking quality? Yes, James. I know Huddersfield definitely are not lacking quality up top. Who is the number 16? He looks quality, skillful and quick. Get the checkbook out, Gary. Number 16. This is for Port Vale. Or for Cardiff. If it's for Cardiff, that's Willock. You don't want him. Hi Lewis, still need another striker. Personally, I think Ronan Hell could be a great signing. I'll talk more about Luton after the game. I know there's a few Luton questions. 140 people watching the live stream. Under 50 likes. Smash that like button. Goes a long way. Should at least have 100 likes. Thank you so much. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. It helps the live stream perform better. Right, we are now at the 90th minute, and it's 6 minutes added. And Port Vale have nipped the ball back in the attacking half now. They play it in behind. Play it into the middle. Well read. Oh, great blocking. Good defending by Cardiff, to be fair. Well read and good block. I just don't see Cardiff scoring now. Port Vale have now upped their gears. Ball whipped into the box. Easy catch for the keeper. Port Vale should have had should have scored. Yeah, they should have scored. I think you're getting your numbers confused, Jelly Belly 27, because Port Vale do not have a number 16 on the pitch. Yeah, they don't have a number 16 in the squad. Gareth, you put likes and subscribed. Great live stream, lad. Thank you so much. I will be doing videos about Cardiff soon. We play Luton and Cardiff. Yeah, Luton play Cardiff very soon, don't we? So we play each other not next Saturday, but the week after. So 2 weeks on Saturday. So I'll be doing like a match preview, be doing a match reaction. I'll be doing like 5 things which we learnt from the game. So plenty of Cardiff content coming your way. Did they sub him? No, mate. He wasn't even on the pitch. There's no number 16 in the Port Vale squad. Good shot from Port Vale from outside the box, but just wide. Yeah, no number 16 is playing for Port Vale at all in this game. They've got a number 19, 18, 14, 15, 11, 10, but no 16. Ball goes down long on the left-hand side. Well defended by Port Vale. You meant number 14. Ojo. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's still on the pitch. Is it the bald man? Respect people with no hair. It might be us one day. 3 minutes left of added time. Will we get a goal or is it going to be a 0-0? At the moment, if I was to predict someone to score, I would have to say it would be Port Vale. Cardiff just haven't got into the game. There's been 6 minutes added time. 6 minutes with 3 minutes left now of added time. Cardiff now on the right. Capaccio. For me, I've been really impressed with him. He's definitely going to go on to have a really good career, Capaccio. Carwell, lovely bit of turn and skill. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Come on. Well done. Capaccio, again, I think he's been Cardiff's best player for me. Yeah, that number 14 for Port Vale, Ojo, really silly yellow card there. Cheers, Danny. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream. Two minutes left of added time. Can Cardiff get a late winner? It'd be dead certain whoever gets the next goal will go on to win this game. Yeah, Mason, I haven't been on social media throughout this game, so I haven't seen what's been happening. Oh my God, what's that? Oh, Callum Robinson with a ball over the top. Well defended by Port Vale. Port Vale have defended quite well, to be honest with you. They have not allowed Cardiff really to have a real opportunity in the game. Like, they've had more half chances. They have got into decent areas, but in terms of clear-cut opportunities, Port Vale have defended really well, and they deserve a point at the very least. But have they mucked that up here? Cardiff on the right-hand side. Ashford plays it into the middle. Back to Ashford. Can he get the cross in? Get the ball in. Too many touches. Too slow. Oh, easy for the keeper. Yeah, 1 minute left. I'm just getting social media up ready now, Mason, just to see if I can see anything. Oh yeah, I've just seen what you've just put in the chat, Mason, about Luton having 2 bids rejected. "15 seconds remaining." I can imagine the ref's going to still add another like 30, 40 seconds on because of the time wasting. Oh my god, it's just gone straight out of play here. Yeah, I just don't see anything happening now. Ref going to blow up. Are we going to get a final chance? And the ref's blown up for full time. It's 0-0. Well, 0-0 between Port Vale and Cardiff. I did enjoy it, I have to be honest with you. It wasn't a bad game. I would have loved some goals. So thank you for everyone who actually watched parts of the live stream and watched all of it. Fair play to you. I felt Port Vale very unlucky, if I'm being honest. They should have walked away with the 3 points. Felt Cardiff should have gone down to 10 men as well with that challenge. Port Vale should have also scored. They had a goal that was, I felt, wrongly offside. First half was definitely better than the second. Cardiff did get back into it in the second half, but didn't really test the Port Vale keeper there. But yeah, 0-0. You know, I've seen worse games. I'm sure I'll see better games throughout the year. In fact, the game on Saturday, which I watched between Cardiff and Peterborough, was much better than that. But look, not every game is guaranteed to give us special moments. But hey, it's football. That's what we all love. But Darren Moore, I think he'll be frustrated that they didn't get the 3 points, but he'll be happy with how his team performed overall. And they'll work on the final touches, which will be being clinical when you need to at the very most. But yeah, 0-0. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Mason, you've put, I think Cardiff will be happier team there. They'll certainly be happy that they've walked away with something. Thank you for everyone who joined the stream. Much appreciated. Port Vale, very unlucky there. They dominated. Really good performance from them. I think they definitely showed that, you know, they are more than capable of, you know, stepping up in this division and also staying up. If they keep performing like that most weeks, the fans right behind them. I really like Port Vale's right wing back, who was Clark, Mitchell Clark. Lacked some quality in certain moments, but I thought overall his performance was quite good. I think he's been given actually man of the match by the looks of things because he's being interviewed. Feel free, guys, if you want to ask me anything Luton related. I know some of you are absolutely desperate to ask me you know, any Luton related questions. Feel free to do so now. I will talk for another maybe a couple more minutes, 5 more minutes. And then I end the live stream, and then I can actually enjoy being at home. Literally, I've been working in London today. Obviously, I don't live in London, and it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get home. Literally had something quickly to eat, put this live stream on, watch the game. So yeah, I've had no moments really to just sit back and relax and just, you know, and breathe, I guess. Been straight on it, but really good live stream today. Very active, which is what I really like. Plenty of people talking in the chat, which makes my life so much easier. And as I can tell, the numbers are dropping in the stream, so people are tuning off. So thank you everyone who has, you know, joined in the stream. My score prediction for the Luton game this weekend will be a 2-1 Luton win. I think we'll have a comfy lead, 2-0. My match preview is out at 10 a.m, so the video will be there for you all to watch. And yeah, I think 2-1 to Luton. We'll control the game, 2-0, and then I think Peterborough will get a goal late on, and then we'll be able to hold on to the win and get the 3 points. Hopefully I'm wrong and we get a much easier win. Daniel, you've asked any more areas that Luton need to strengthen in the squad. I think we need to get another left wing back, if I'm being honest with you. I also think we need another creative midfielder, attacking player, something that is a bit different. By the looks of things, we're trying to bring in another striker in from the reports. So I think we are still active. We're still trying our best to bring players through the door. It's a bit frustrating that we've taken this long. I don't understand why we have. Should have done business a lot sooner before the season started. But, you know, the window is still open for another couple more weeks. And hopefully we can get the players we want to bring in. But yeah, any more questions, guys, feel free to let me know. And then I will end the live stream. And yeah, enjoy the rest of my evening. I think it will be an early going to bed, I think, because I am absolutely tired. Been up since 6 a.m. Working hard at work, very tired. And then tomorrow, it feels like it's a Friday, and it's not. It's a Thursday. Work tomorrow, and then we can all enjoy the weekend. Mason Youth, but I feel bad for Tavide. He wanted to join us, would have been a big move for him. I don't know what's happened. It feels really weird because their manager, I've just seen a report that has come out and said that he won't be a Colchester player by the end of the window. So there must be more than one club interested in him. There must be something more in it. I don't know what's going on. You know, it really doesn't make sense from a Luton perspective what's going on. But I definitely don't think we're signing any players by tomorrow, that's for sure. Any more questions, guys? Any more final thoughts before I head off? Thank you again for tuning in. I think over 2,700 people have tuned in to this live stream throughout. We had a couple of idiots, but apart from that, it's been all good. Gareth, you commented saying still gutted about what happened with Tom Lockyer. Always put in a shift in for Wales. Yeah, he's still doing his rehab with Luton, by the way. He's still trying to come back to full fitness. He says he's going to be back very soon. He's actually out of contract. He's not a Luton player. He's just doing his rehab at the football club. But who knows what could happen to him. I think he might sign for Bristol Rovers, if I'm being honest with you. The club that kind of started his professional football career. So, yeah, I think that's where, we'll see him next. Joseph, you put that shocking from Cardiff. It was a poor performance, I'll be honest. It definitely... performances have dropped from the game against Peterborough. But despite saying that, it's 4 points. They're unbeaten. Good start to the season. I think if you said 4 points in your first 2 games, I think a lot of Cardiff fans would have taken that. I think, personally. But yeah, performance-wise, not the best. Have to be honest. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the live stream here, guys. Again... Thank you so much for watching. It's much appreciated. Not the most entertaining match, but, something happened. There were talking points. I'm certain we will have a much boring game than that throughout the season when I do more watch-alongs. I can't promise when the next one is. Hopefully it will be soon. It might be potentially Wednesday night. I'll have to see. I might do one Wednesday I think there's some League One games on Wednesday night. No, there's cup games this upcoming week. I think the week after. I'll figure it out. There will be days where I will do a live stream for you guys, another live watch along. But in terms of my next official live stream, I will be doing one on Sunday about the Peterborough versus Luton game. So I'll be breaking that down in a lot more detail. So if you guys are available, Sunday 11 a.m. I do a weekly live stream on Sundays. Feel free to join and ask me any questions. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you all, in the next piece of content that I actually make. See you all very soon.